Hey guys, I'm back once again, and apparently back into my routine of being late with the videos, but I have a semi-okay excuse this time. That excuse is called exams. I'm finished with them now, basically, kind of, except one, but that's not important. I'm free from exams! So moving on to the main juicy part of the video. Looking back on it, I was probably a bit weird and maybe a bit disturbing, maybe a bit as a child. Really not good. Yeah, when I was about 5 or maybe a bit younger, I wrote a book which was a science fiction one. It involved two brothers travelling to the future. The method in which they travelled was through like a wrist strap which enabled time travel. This future in which they landed wasn't your normal child's future where it's all happy and sunny and big cities and beautiful and hunky-dory. Instead, when I done it, it was more post-apocalyptic. There's a big three-way war with humans versus giant beating bees and giant wasps. And when I say giant, I mean giant, like the size of cars. Yeah. This was a very violent film because humanity was pretty much extinct at this point, wiped very close to the edge of extinction. These bees and wasps were killing everyone violently. There was one scene where a bee sucked out someone's insides through its stinger. Not sure how that's possible, but science fiction, anything can happen. But yeah, this was my 5-year-old mind envisioning someone having their insides sucked out, being killed by a giant bee, and a world where humans were pretty much dying all the time. Not only that, but it then got a bit complicated because the wrist strap they had to travel through time was broken. It was destroyed. They had no method to get back home. Later, they then discover a dead body of an older person on the wrist strap. They then used that wrist strap to get back to the past. They found themselves, years in the future, their own dead bodies, took their future selves' wrist strap so they could get back to the past, so that they could then live their life, fight through the war, die in that spot, and be there so that their past selves could get back to the past again. Their destiny was to die so they could survive to die. Oh my god, I'm the next Moffat. And not just that, but this is really weird because I basically created characters that knew how that they were going to die 20, 30 years in the future. I was 5. I created a world where people were dying all the time, and the main characters, who were very young at the time as well, probably young teenagers, knew that they were going to die, and that there was no way they could stop it. Very lately, last year actually, I was attempting to write my first novel, but never got very far into it, scrapped it. I'll get back to it at some point, but yeah, this one was disturbing on a more sexual and adult level. Basically, the main character was a bit loopy, was gone crazy, was seeing things, losing his mind. So at one point, the character is lying in his bed, in his room, and the girl that he loves walks in the door. Starts off nice, they're talking. Then she starts getting a bit more horny. Yeah. Not only that, but the demon that he keeps seeing because of his mental state appears behind her, starts to seduce her, and then sexually pleasure her, while also shoving its hands inside her flesh and ripping her open, clawing out her stomach, biting her neck open, and pleasuring her until she explodes. Literally explodes all over the room. Ugh. Yeah, disturbing. Yeah, but I decided to get rid of that when I realised how horrifying it was. Also, when I tried to let someone read what I had written so far in the story, and the school server came up saying it was blocked because it was pornography. I accidentally wrote porn. Demon porn at that. Not a proud moment for me. At some point I'll rewrite that, but I'll sort of get rid of the kinky demon sex. So basically there are two things to take away from this video. Never try to write something from an insane character's point of view while you're horny. Oh god, that comes out wrong. It just seems like I don't have some sort of kinky demon pain, blood fetish or anything. It was just the way things happen. Oh, I'm going to shut up. And number 2, I should probably be in a mental hospital. Well, that's it for this disturbing video. And if you subscribe up there, you might as well give me a little thumbs up down there and maybe a little comment. I mean, you could say anything from great video to you insane piece of shit. Go lock yourself in a mental hospital and never get released. Yeah, I'm expecting more of this type 2 comment. Bye!